Hello there, guys, and welcome to Daily Updates. We bring you a story of a man in his mid-40s. On Monday afternoon, he was driving along R23 when he was approached by unknown gunmen who planted a lot of bullets on his body, and unfortunately, he died on the scene. Mpho was new at his job as head of corporate and forensic audit in the City of Ekurhuleni. In simple terms, he was there to unearth corruption that was done by comrades in that municipality. Before coming to Ekurhuleni, Mpho was an investigations manager at the Auditors General of South Africa. Such a brilliant individual whose career was to fight against corruption. Sadly, he is one of the many who were trying to fight corruption, and unfortunately, it is a very big problem in the country because much should be done about the killings of these individuals who are trying to unearth corruption. I can give you a list of some of the people who were killed because they were trying to really protect the purse of the public. Here is a list of some of the victims in fighting corruption. Auditor Mpho was an internal auditor for the National Transport Department, strangled to death in a Pietermaritzburg hotel room while investigating corruption. Moses Chake was head auditor at the Free State Agriculture Department, died from severe injuries sustained in a hijacking considered to be related to his work. Zweli Duma, internal auditor for Nongoma Municipality, shot dead at home. Ignatius Nteso, chief audit executive for Lesotho Electricity Corporate, Lesotho South Africa context, shot dead. Lawrence Moepi, forensic auditor at Swize Ntsaluba Gobodo, shot dead at his Johannesburg office. Babita Diokaran, acting CFO at Gauteng Health, shot 12 times outside her home in Johannesburg, both an auditor and whistleblower. Klute Marey, insolvency specialist auditing Bosasa, gunned down near Johannesburg with his son. The list is endless, and those are some of the people who are victims who are trying to really unearth and expose corruption, but sadly, the comrades would not allow it. There are three careers in the country that people mainly take. One is an individual who goes to university to change the circumstances of their families. They go to study and get the degrees, they go and get the jobs. The second are those comrades who realizes that they are not going to go to school, so they opt to go for politics. Some go to study, some don't, but in the end, they are being given positions in municipalities, in parliament, in provincial legislature. 3, Inkabis, they don't care about school, they don't care about anything, all they care about is having money. They get money by killing. Once they kill, they go to Sangomas who cleans them, and then they go back to the ground and fight again. Their survival is dependent on killing. The second one uses the third one to eliminate the first one. They don't care about the future. Before 1994, black people were excluded. Comrades went to Robben Island to fight for this freedom. And once 1994 came, instead of focusing on developing the country and the black child, they focused mainly on improving their lives. Some were good comrades, but many were really tainted, rotten potatoes. And as they go along with life, they push their relatives to go in these seats. Municipalities are where people are killing each other. So when we have these graduates who go to university to change the lives of their families and the country, the comrades decide that if you are going to expose me, you are going to make sure that I don't put bread on the table. Putting bread on the table by corrupt activities, those money that is there to change the lives of the poor people, they use it for themselves. And in turn, they use the Inkabis to eliminate those who are trying to develop the country. Should this be an alarm to those who are trying to be fighters of our economy? Should it be an alarm to say that if you are going to really expose corruption, then you must change your career because you will go to your grave at an early age? Should that be a call? Because even the president is not doing much about it. A lot of people with opportunities are going to decline because they know that once you become an internal auditor, once you become an investigator, your life will be short. Unfortunately, for the life of Mpho Mafole, the family will never find such a protector, such a provider. They will never see him again because the comrades, together with Inkavis, decided that the business must go on. They rather have millions in their pocket than having the lives of people changed. But in the end, they are going to follow the same route of dying. It might not be today, but it is going to happen someday. And unfortunately, our country keeps going back because we are never getting the talent we need. The list that I just read to you, it is the people that were really trying to show that we can change the country. White people look at black people and say that they all know corruption. Some of them are not wrong because the comrade focuses more on corruption than changing the people. How long are we going to cry as a country about the many people who are being killed? The Nkabis run around the country and do as they like because they know that they are protected. Something must be done. If the president is not really serious about fighting corruption, then the people of South Africa must know that they are on their own. We don't have any government. Nobody cares about us because in the end, if we are trying to do good, we are going to go to the early grave. Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to leave their family. But sadly, for Mpho is something that he never imagined. Imagine being excited to start a new job. From Auditors General to go to a municipality, trying to go back to the ground and change the life of those people that you knew that this is where I'm from. This is where I was born. This is where I spent my life. And now I have to go there and work for the people. And sadly, they notice you as you come, that this one is not here to really contribute to what we do, but is here to expose us. Mpho was one gentleman who had integrity. Many of the comrades do not have integrity because to them, money is to be eaten. It is not to be used. At the end of the day, we will cry. We will forget. Another person will die because the president should try and strengthen the security of these people. Unfortunately, they care about their bodyguards than protecting those who are the real fighter of our economy. They went to Robben Island to fight for freedom. They come back and fight against those who are fighting for our economy. Sadly, the life of Mpho has come to an end. But I do hope, like Babita Deokaran, his name will forever be in the books and they will forever be reporting about it, because if you think that someone is going to be arrested, just look at the case of Babita. Nobody getting arrested because they are protecting each other. Cried our beloved country. The Danda heads are running this country. The good ones are dying while Danda heads are remaining. Anyway guys, thank you for tuning into the channel, and until next time, cheers.